Test, test. Is this thing on? Okay. And now, for those in attendance and those listening around the world, it is time for the O on God podcast with your host, Tovaun Eaxis Anthony.
Goodness gracious me, oh my, it is Tuesday, baby, and I'm ready to ride. I am your master of waves, love and joy's troubled boy, Aeoxis. What's goody, what's goody? I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Hope you had a good start to the week. It's Tovaun Anthony, host of the O on God podcast, and I'm here to talk crap with you, because it's Talk That Talk Tuesdays. If you're wondering what's going on with my voice, well, I just had a wonderful weekend at MagFest. And, this is my first time actually going to MagFest strictly as an attendee. And I was screaming and hooping and hollering for all of my friends that had wonderful, wonderful performances there. Guys like IQ, guys like Don Palambi, Lacey Johnson, they freaking killed it. It was freaking amazing. And I lost my voice as a freaking result. So, I'm still recovering from that. And hopefully I'll be all good by the time I need to either record something important or, I don't know, I get booked for a show. So, hey, how you guys doing out there? Is life good? I see everybody in the Instagram chat. Let me go ahead and turn on the multi-stream chat so I can see what's going on here, just in case anyone wants to jump in on Facebook, on YouTube, anything like that. This is hilarious. I sound like Shia LaBeouf off Even Stevens, just a little deeper. This is weird for me. My voice has not sounded like this since actually no, I'd say right after AgroFest, my voice is like this, but I went stupid hard at AgroFest and made the one mistake you're not supposed to make as a vocalist, which is don't warm up right before I was screaming, rapping, and singing. So yeah. Another thing about MagFest, great weekend. Like I said, amazing performances. I got to see all my friends. It's crazy how some of these people I only get to see once a year, and MagFest is like that place. And it's so wonderful that it happens at the beginning of the year. So, it kind of rejuvenates me. It kind of resets me, puts me in, it starts off the year right for me. So it's all good. Sarita J says, today was a good day. Good for you. Good for you. You know? Let's see what's going on here. Yes, indeed. Hey, Pound Town University, Moscow, checking in. Ladies and gentlemen, Pound Town University. Go Hammers. Oh, man, listen. I love this. Sam, I see you in the chat. Much love to you always, man. Miranda, I see you in the chat. I see you too. Hello. Oh, man. But once again, it is Talk That Talk Tuesday. Got a couple of points I want to speak on today. Maybe some memes. I don't know what I hit during the weekend, so if they come up and they'll be a surprise to me as they are to you. And then I got maybe one or two questions that people inputted into the story chat. Into the story. If you want certain questions or certain topics, every day that I am going to do the podcast, which is Tuesdays and Thursdays, I tend to post in my stories, hey, submit some topics, submit some questions, and I'll go from there. If you don't, oh God, I'm so freaking hoarse. There we go. If you don't, then hopefully you ask it while in the chat, and if that's not the case, hey. I miss the Toxic Arts University. I know, man. I know. There's going to be a whole rebrand on that. So stay tuned. Actually, I've already narrowed down what is going to be renamed anyway. And it was, I guess I can let you guys in on that a little bit, right? So when it came down to that, I am a fan of Sir Toxic King, right? Sui Sauce. I know his actual name's like Marcus or something. I'm a fan of his, right? And we have exchanged words before. He's a fan of my Fantasy Versus series. He's a big nerd as well. And when I set out, the initial stuff, especially once I started putting it on t-shirts and everything, he does have a brand called Toxic University. Now, he saw in the post that I made when I was showing all the initial t-shirts that Toxic Arts University was on there. He didn't feel too good about that, and it's like, from an artist standpoint, I understand. There were a lot of comments that I was getting that were in support of it, and some that disapproved. Some saying, "Hey, you didn't have to do this," right? Yeah, like, honestly, I did not. But from my position, right? I look at it like, okay, this is a guy that I support. It is also something where the artwork is completely different. The name is like not exactly the same, but honestly, what I could do is easily rebrand it and easily push it the same way. Like, I am a man that has many different like avenues, many different interests, many different everything, right? I also happen to be a guy that, is a graphic designer and marketer by trade. This isn't something that's going to, like, it didn't bother me, but I knew it bothered him. Did I have to consider what he said? No, I didn't have to consider what he said. But, like, from a business standpoint, I really didn't. But from a artist standpoint, and then understanding where he was coming from, especially how he initially came at me about it, because when he commented on it, I actually woke up to it. He commented on it, and I knew something was wrong. I saw my DMs, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. So, I don't know. It was just a decision I decided to make, to set sort of an example as to how, like, hey, we can handle this in a way that doesn't have to involve any type of nonsense internet scuffling or bullshit like that. He and I are from the same area too. So at some point, he and I are either going to run into each other and stuff like that. People have been asking about a collab between us both. Hell, we've talked about it. So I know how artists can be, considering I am one of them. And it was just a decision I made because I didn't really see it as an end all be all issue, like, as far as, oh, this is going to hurt me. No, I like having fun at the end of the day. And I have a million different ideas of which I'm going to bring forth because I can, because I want to. Nothing's going to stop me. And all love and all respect goes out to him and what he's trying to do. And, I have enough support on my end. Doesn't bother me at all. So I just like I said, I just use that as an opportunity to show a bit of who I was, and then, like, show an example of, hey, listen, this is going on. Honestly, I do not have to make this decision, but I will. And I'm just gonna stand on my own shit. So, yeah. So keep on the lookout for the rebrand of that. Actually, there are a couple of them that I gotta put the t-shirts up tonight, because I don't know. People ask for, like, the ones that I haven't put out all the time, and I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do that. But yeah. Also, I had a couple of people ask about this specific one because it has hammers on it, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll probably roll this one out soon. I made this as a prototype. A lot of what you guys end up seeing when I put the things on t-shirt, I probably hand painted it first just to see how it would look, and then I would, especially if it's straight text, and maybe like a simple logo like this, I probably hand painted it first, and then I will go ahead and put it on the print on demand page for you guys to buy, unless you want a hand painted version specifically from me, So yeah, like, that's just what it is, man. I'm just having fun with all this stuff, and I honestly do not have time for nonsense. I also don't have time for, like, an issue that really doesn't need to be an issue, especially if I know I can do a million other things, So yeah, that's where I'll go with that. Mm-mm. Now, younger me, of course, would have freaking got all crazy and then said some fuck shit out of his mouth, and then said, "Go fuck yourself." Honestly, that would have been younger me. But I'm just like, I don't give a damn. I really don't. Let's see. I am stiff pole. Is it I am stiff pole. University of Drillers. Go Oilers. Wow, y'all are getting crazy with these names. Y'all are getting crazy with these names. It's hilarious. Ideal Star. Hola, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué pasó? I don't know Spanish. I know a few words, only because a bunch of my friends are learning Spanish. And then, I mean, I'm about to start learning Spanish myself. I got a couple friends that are willing to help me because, of course, they're fluent. Well, of course, they're fluent. They're of Hispanic descent. So, hey, why not? Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, man. Let's see here. I know I had one question in particular. Did I? Is it here? That's not it. Oh no, it didn't save it. Oh, I'm gonna have to bring it in. I'm gonna have to bring it in. And while I'm bringing it in, oh, Camilla, good evening. This is cool. This is cool. Yeah, man. Gotta drink that vitamin C. I sound like somebody's like old uncle, just like, yeah. Mm, yes, indeed. She can suck the juice out of a dry tea bag. Stuff like that. Did I miss the clapping? Oh, no. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Let me see something here. I don't know the whole damn song. Okay, whatever. If you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. That's so terrible. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. If you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're sexy and you know it, tell the haters they can shove it. If you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. You guys already know what to do. Put them hand claps in the chat. I'm being a damn fool, and you already know. What the hell happened this weekend? We need deets. Debauchery, god dang it, debauchery. All debauchery. Listen, it was MagFest. It was a bunch of nerds running around the National Harbor and the Gaylord in particular. A bunch of amazing shows. Let's see, drugs. I don't really participate in drugs. Hotel parties galore. I went to a few of them. You gotta do your best to avoid the orgy rooms. But I went to a few of them. Hell, I ended up in the presidential suite at the Gaylord. That was fun. That was a cool party up there. They had a DJ up there and everything. I was like, dog, get the heck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But yeah, a whole bunch of going to sleep at 5 a.m. and then waking up trying to like get myself together and move about. I actually met Cynthia Harrell, the woman who sang Snake Eater from Metal Gear 3, Snake Eater. That was great. My friend was her liaison for MagFest, and he woke me up and was like, dude, get downstairs now. And I got down there and actually met her and got to shake her hand and have a quick conversation before she headed off. And that was really cool because my first video game cover ever was Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. And it was just, wow, it was crazy. But Chauncey Morris, so the convention orgy, oh goddamn. Yeah, no. Like I do my best to avoid those or avoid the rooms at all costs. Like I've been in like rooms of convention orgies and it's just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, and none of the times that I know that was the case. The first time I was ever in a room that became the orgy room, I was like playing Tekken and shit, right? And I'm just with the dude that invited me to the room. I'm just yeah. And at some point he gets up and I'm still playing the game. I'm finishing the story. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm just like, what's going on in here? And I turned around and man, these motherfuckers was getting it in. Like I was so tuned in, I didn't realize these guys were ass stuff naked, just getting it. And I'm just like, okay, well, this is nice. I'm gonna get on up and get on out of here. And like, you ain't going. They were like, you ain't gonna dive in? I'm like, I ain't diving in nothing in here. I'm not diving in a goddamn thing in here. No way. This ain't my calling. You know what I'm saying? Ain't my calling. But yeah, like Yeah, nah. Yeah, no. Stay away from the orgy rooms. Most of the parties I ended up going to, they were just lit. People were just dancing and singing their asses off and playing video games, and it was just a good time. It was just a good time. I ran into more than a few people who were, fans of my stuff. It's so weird using the words fans, but who consume my content, who watch my stuff. I'll say that. And it was actually very, very cool. It was cool, very cool, because there were people there who were fans of the fantasy verses. Like, I had a couple guys come up to me, go like, "Wait, you're T. You're T," and I'm like, yeah, because I was walking around in the velvet jacket, in the velvet jacket. So they were like, "Yo, you're T," and I'm like, "Hey, yeah, dude, like, what's up?" And then there were people who were fans of like the university stuff, or like, the other skits. And then there was a guy who I ran into like right outside. I was heading outside with a friend of mine to smoke. Well, he was smoking. Nah, we were both smoking. I take talking a little reef every once in a while. But as we were on our way back in, this dude comes up and he's like, "Yo, bro, I love your stuff, man. Hey, watch this, bitch." And I was like, that skit, I haven't expanded on that skit in so long. I didn't know anybody like really watched, like really like was that deep in it. So I was like, "Oh damn." I was like, yes. So it was people there that really, it was just a variety of cats that, watch my stuff for, different reasons, which just reminds me, like, hey, I have all these different interests. I have all these different ideas, and there are different crowds for different people. So it was very, 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 very cool. One performance I got to highlight was Don Palombi's performance. He was just phenomenal. Like, him and his crew, Don Palombi's game night. He had a slew of freaking guests on it. But freaking awesome performance. Triforce Quartet, the gazebo performance. They do it every year. It was amazing. IQ, amazing. Once again, Lacey Johnson, amazing. I said all their names at the beginning of this, but gotta highlight them because they're cool. They're the fam. Love them. Big shout out to Chris Ryberg from Jam Space, because he's fucking awesome. And Steph, love you guys. Now, let's see here. I'm supposed to be bringing something into this, and I forget. Hold on. I think somebody said something in the. Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh, hell. Did I leave it downstairs? Dang, because somebody in the Facebook chat said Buster Cheeks. The helmet, the hard hat, is actually downstairs. That sucks. I need to bring it back up. Let me see what else is going on. Had I found... Oh, talking about the orgy rooms. Had I found those rooms, I might have lost my virginity when I was 18. I'm going to tell you right now, bro. I'm going to tell you right now. If I was still a virgin when I was in one of them rooms, I wouldn't have lost my virginity. And I'm not saying those people were unattractive. What I'm saying is they were unattractive to me. That's all I'm going to say. But also, like, I'm not like, I keep telling y'all, like, I'm more of a conditioned ambivert, but also you got to be comfortable with a situation like that. I ain't know nobody there, and I'm just like, I ain't just going to go in. Like, there's some people that they assume because of either content, and I wasn't even doing content like this years ago, but there are people that assume because of like the content I do and like the conversations I'm willing to have that I'm just ready to go at any moment. And it's like, nah, dog, I'll be chilling. I'll really be chilling. So no. Yeah, it's just no, not about it. Not about it. But yeah, no. Definitely wouldn't have lost my virginity if I was in any of those rooms. Mainly because I just wasn't comfortable. Yeah, I'm not just gonna dive in. I still like, I'm not totally I'm not gonna say I'm like demisexual or anything like that. But I need something. I need some type of connection with the person. I can think you sexy as hell. Hell, I can think you're sexy and like I'm like in the mood or whatever, and then like a little conversation is all I need to make me just go, nope, I'm good, dog. That's all I need. Like I don't lead dick first. You know what I mean? I don't do that. How do you tell the orgy room from other ones? Socks on the doorknobs? Okay, honestly, what happens is in the cases of most of the orgy rooms that I knew about or have been in, I just got a text message, dude. I just got a text message. Now, the ones that I didn't know that I was in, I didn't get a text message. I just ended up in them, and then no one just told me it was going to happen. So that's just what happened there. But nah, man, half the time it's just a text message. There is a big ass fly in my room. This motherfucker look like a Toy Story fly. Hold on, why are you even here? Cletus. He don't give a fuck either. Like I'm literally stupid. You dumb. See now you dead. See now you stupid dead. Okay. I'm sorry. That sent a shiver down my spine. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't fuck with that. But what was I gonna say? Where was I at before I went over? Oh yeah, the orgies. Yeah, nah. You just get noticed, man. You just get noticed. Most of the time. Most of the time. Not all of the time. Let me get to a quick question since we're on nerd stuff. Orgies. Actually, no. I'll jump to that in a second because somebody else is saying something in the chat. I can't wait to do a convention. Listen, jump out there. MagFest is a wonderful convention to start with because it's almost like, for me, it's like a big family reunion. It's chill, it's by the people, for the people, but it's a shit ton of people there. I think it was like 22,000 people there this year. It's sold out this year though. But yeah, it was really good. Music, games, and stuff like that. If you're looking for something more corporate, like you might get some sneak previews of certain games and stuff like that, go to PAX. If you're specifically anime heavy, this is specifically for people in like the DC, Maryland, Virginia, or the East Coast area. Because PAX is up in Boston. If you're in the DMV area, go to Katsucon or go to Otakon. Those are very fun. But James, you said that's a lot of people. Hell, Dragon Con last year had 80 grand, had 80K. I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. I was like, get out of here. But let's see. Camilla Price, your song Shamanistic slaps. I did not know you made music somehow till 2 weeks ago. Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let me press the record button on this because I got something to say. All right, this is recording. This says from Camilla Price. It says, your song Shamanistic slaps. I did not know you made music somehow till 2 weeks ago. Here's a funny thing, because I actually had to talk about this half the weekend when I was telling my artist buddies what I've been up to. So when I performed at the event Glotaku, that was my boy Obi-Wan Shinobi's event. There were people that came to that event that bought a ticket because I announced that I would be hosting and performing. They also did not know that I did music, which is hilarious because it says musician in my bio on any page that I have. Now, I understand that because most of my content, specifically on my pages, are like comedy, like and nerd related, right? But for years, I had been doing some comedy, I've been doing some nerd stuff, and it's been a lot of music. Yes, I am a musician. Yes, I am an artist of many different avenues: martial, digital, musical. I have a lot of different interests, and it's really funny how like nowadays people, they'll come up and they have absolutely no idea that I do music at all, even though that is the main thing that I do. But hey, that also goes to show you what like algorithms do, right? They show you what you like to consume. And if I post something that is music related, you're probably not going to see it, even though you follow me, because that's not what you're looking for. You might be looking for relationship stuff, comedy stuff, or, stuff about wood. Who knows? So if I'm posting the relationship stuff, that's going to be filtered to you. If I post my music, it's not. There are times where I'll post a music cover because I've done it before, and yeah, it gets like 50 likes, right? I have over 130,000 followers on Facebook. Think about that for a second. Over 130,000 followers on Facebook, not Facebook, Instagram. And my musical cover will get 100, maybe 200 likes, right? But do my comedy one, in the first day, it gets like 4,000 or, whatever, depending on what time of day I post it as well. So that just goes to show you what happens here. But yes, I am a musician. I do music. I have music on Spotify. My album is coming out soon on Spotify. The music that's up there right now, there is an old EP of mine that I did way back when I was a crybaby and I was heartbroken and wah. And then Shamanistic is also on there. There is a song called Gravity by myself and Remy Tyndall before we formed the group Stance Masters. And maybe like a couple of my MMA raps are up there. I think maybe one of them is up there. And then, of course, the Horseman Chad. I'm a horseman, yes, and I will get these women hell till I die. That stuff. So yeah, man, it's something else. It's something else. But also, I'm very happy that I can do things that make people laugh and make people smile, and then they'll invest in me in a way where they want to look at more of my stuff. And when they find out that I'm a musician, they find out that I'm a graphic designer / animator, they find out that I have all these different interests, they find out that I'm a martial artist. It's like, it's cool. Like it adds to, what makes me at least interesting to them. And